Chapter 1 Part 2 Shattered Perfection, The Rise of Solar Strike. The world, once a beacon of human triumph, was now a living nightmare. 10 years ago, humanity reached a pinnacle of prosperity that seemed unattainable for millennia. Hunger, poverty, and disease were eradicated, replaced by sprawling megacities and underground marvels that stretched 100 stories deep. Roads, tunnels, and entire ecosystems thrived below the surface, shielded from nature's unpredictability by layers of steel and ingenuity. Life was perfect, too perfect. But perfection, as history had shown, breeds its own decay. Complacency set in, a dull monotony that sapped the spirit of exploration and resilience from human hearts. Comfort had become a gilded cage, and for some, that cage was suffocating. Among these was a man named Lucian, whose tragedy would spark a fire that consumed the world. Lucian's descent began the day he returned to his home in the shimmering underground city of Novatera. The city was a marvel, with artificial sunlight streaming through crystalline ceilings, perfectly engineered weather, and homes that catered to every need. But none of this mattered to Lucian when he stepped inside his apartment and was met with silence. The first thing he noticed was the smell of lavender, his wife Elaine's favorite scent. It filled the air, almost suffocating in its intensity. He called out, expecting his two children, Emma and Leo, to rush into his arms as they always did. But there was no response. Lucian moved deeper into the apartment, his heart pounding. In the living room, he found a note on the glass coffee table. The handwriting was unmistakably Elaine's. "I'm sorry," it read. "I can't do this anymore." His hands trembled as he rushed into the bedroom. There, he found Elaine. She was lying peacefully on the bed, a vial of pills spilled on the nightstand. Her face was serene, as if she had simply fallen asleep. But the lifeless bodies of Emma and Leo, cradled in her arms, shattered any illusion of peace. Empty glasses lay beside them, the remnants of a poison-laced drink that had stolen their breaths. Lucian's scream echoed through the apartment, a primal sound that seemed to reverberate through the very foundations of the city. In her final note, Elaine had written of her despair in a world that had stripped life of its uncertainties and challenges. "We've lost the essence of being human," she wrote. "Everything is planned, controlled, perfect. But without struggle, without pain, what are we?" That question haunted Lucian. In his grief, it transformed into an obsession. He came to believe that humanity's perfection was a lie, a fragile facade that masked a deep emptiness. The world had become stagnant, a place where no one had to fight for survival, and in doing so, had lost the very essence of life. Lucian vanished from Novatera, leaving behind his name and his past. He reemerged years later as Solar Strike, the leader of a shadowy organization dedicated to shattering the illusion of utopia. To him, destruction was not chaos but salvation. He believed that by dismantling the comforts of society, he could reignite the human spirit. Solar Strike began recruiting others who shared his disillusionment. These were people who had suffered losses or felt alienated in a world of robotic efficiency and artificial joy. They were hollowed out souls seeking purpose, and Solar Strike offered them one, to bring instability to a stagnant world. The organization's methods were as ruthless as they were symbolic. They orchestrated bombings of underground bridges, targeting the intricate web of tunnels that held cities together. They detonated explosives deep within the earth, triggering artificial earthquakes that collapsed entire settlements. These attacks, while devastating, were strategically limited to create just enough fear and chaos to disrupt the world without annihilating it entirely. Despite their efforts, the advanced society proved resilient. Automated systems repaired the damage swiftly, and the death tolls, though tragic, were measured in the hundreds. To the leaders of this utopia, Solar Strike was a nuisance, a relic of a bygone era of unrest. But to Lucian, now fully consumed by his identity as Solar Strike, each act of destruction was a step closer to awakening humanity from its dreamlike stupor.